What's going on, y'all? This is Be More Rock Song 187, Old Man Gamer hanging out. Yes, you see portion of my desk because today's video is going to be dedicated to um, a little bit of repair. It's going to be voiceover, the stuff that I'm doing. I have a couple of devices that I'm going to make some changes to, and I'm going to make these changes so that I can, give new life to these devices. I like my toys. I like the stuff that I get. I got stuff that's older. Okay, using your iPhone, sharing your location. That's fine. Used. Yo, what the fuck? Anyway, um, and I do a lot of refurbishing, and that's important to me because everybody don't have money to burn on new stuff, and there's AliExpress and eBay and Amazon that you can get parts and refresh things and make it new. And that's what I'm going to try to do with this. We are, yeah. So I'm just giving y'all a quick tour of my workspace. It is jumbled. It is crowded. There's cords everywhere. But um, yeah, this is my dedicated workspace. It's low enough that I can hunch over, do what I need to do. And this is where 90% of my work is going to be. Yeah, that's a fat boy belly. But if you look down here, I got all kinds of stuff. And don't pay attention to my ashy ankles if they are ashy. But this is the workspace that I have. And what I'm going to be doing, like I said, is going to be changing out this controller, this ps5 controller that I got from GameStop. And, there's nothing wrong with this controller. It works just fine. It's a beautiful color. But I am nostalgic, and since 30th anniversary PlayStation stuff came up and became unavailable, I got the wild idea saying, hey, can I just find that stuff somewhere? And lo and behold, I can. So that's what I'm going to do. The first thing I'm doing is I'm going to use the 30th anniversary of parts to um, upgrade this i this controller, and that's what's in this box. So these two guys are going to go together. It's just a quick, not even a quick, it's going to be a more of a slow you roll down and take it apart and put it together, and boom, it's going to be a new controller. The big feature that we're going to be working on that I'm kind of nervous of, but for my skill set, I'm confident that I can get it done without any damages or anything. And it's swapping out this for the all black body. Now, the reason I'm doing that is the Midnight Black edition stuff came out as right before the 30th anniversary, and I'm going to swap my Portal's body to a black. Not midnight black, but it's definitely good black. It's a nice soft matte black, and just to make this little guy look a little bit better. So that's what we're recording today. I'm going to be showing right here on this camera, and as well on top of another camera. So I'll have two cameras recording. I just got to get this guy set in a place that he's not going to be in the way, but he can see everything and I don't see me. Oh yeah, that's right there. Cool. So going to bend you down just a hair more. Are you bending? No, you're not bending. Bend at the waist. Bend at the waist. There you go. Cool. So you're plugged in, charging, doing that. And do we start with? We start with the easy thing, or we start with the hard thing? Like, that's the question. So probably should have been recording on both of you guys, but it is whatever. This mount holds this camera. I'm gonna turn you on. Detecting. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what I need to do? I actually need to set this clock on here, because when I plugged this in, the freaking time was like way off. So, yeah. What are you talking about? Down, 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 down. 8 and time. Okay. It is March 3, 6, 25. And here the time is now 3:15. Cool. No driving mode, no upside down, no screensaver, not gonna format the card. And they're cool. Let's back out. And cool. Did you? Okay. Let's see. Alright, are you recording? Did I start you? Yeah, I started you. Alright, y'all. We are here again. This is Be More Rockasson 187. Hanging out in the lab, trying to set up the cameras so that I can record me doing a little bit of customization work. The focus of today's video is changing over some devices. I have a ps5 controller and I have a PlayStation Portal that I'm going to swap both bodies on and make them midnight black, and I'm going to do also the 30th anniversary on the controller over here. So that's why you got two views. You're probably going to see both views in some way, shape, or form. But I've already opened up the boxes to make sure that the stuff, because these boxes look horrible when I got them, and it was like, bunch of stuff that work. And turns out it did work. Now the question is, do I want to go with the clear thumbsticks? I should have got more custom thumbsticks. I don't even know if these thumbsticks are going to work on here, but what the hell is this? Why is this color? What? What the fuck? I don't know, man. But it is what it is. I got these buttons. Also have buttons for the 30th anniversary that I said I was going to utilize on the portal. And what I could do is, I got toys everywhere, so my guide, my guide will be my other iPad. I have an iPad behind me. I have a broken screen 10th gen iPad Pro. Well, not Pro, but it's a why are you falling off there, bro? What the fuck? 10th gen iPad with a broken screen that I use to do my I use it on the external screen. I don't even know if this thing is coming on. I didn't hit the camera. It's not. And there you go. I have a green light. I hear something. There we go. All right, cool. All right, let's see if I can. Like I said, the screen is shattered on this little sucker. That thing is broke. And I just got to get the money to get the parts to do what I need to do to fix it. I will eventually. Yeah, that's oh, beautiful. Yeah, so I'm going to put you up here on the stand on its side, and I have a keyboard and mouse little guy that I'm going to use to run through, and I'm going to have to pull up this. I'm not going to do a video. I'll see if somebody actually has some just handwritten instructions. Replace PS Portal shell. Let's see. So if everybody does the video, I mean, I could pretty much figure this out on my own. Let's see. So that's. I think we might have found one. No, I'm not going to do it on Reddit. All right, close that. Cool. Close that. Cool. Put this down. A few things. No portal waiters overall significantly lighter, which I never thought measured before. Replacing LEDs are much brighter with this trim. Oh, cool. So, flaming toes. Gray button meshes for start have not been used, as I like the look of the solid black and white. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So I only have the. Turn you off. Turn you off. You didn't come on. Okay, cool. You are not at your brightest, are you? Yeah, you are your brightest. Okay, cool. What the hell? I don't care about none of this, my guy. Thank you. Done. What measures? Solid black and white. Okay, so I guess I need to make a decision real quick before I get started on these things. These perks, I said I was going with these buttons on this guy. I also have these buttons, and I think what I will do is go ahead and do these buttons on the except the PlayStation logo. That has to go on the 30th anniversary. Yeah, buddy, you gotta go over here. If I had two of them, I'd put it on both of y'all, but yeah, I don't think I did. Look at this box again. Start the select button, or those buttons. Got both of them. The PlayStation button on this one is black. So yeah, definitely drop you in there. I think the controller is going to be the worst of these two things because it's so much more involved. So those are the buttons we're going to put on this black. We're going to put the clear cross. Yeah, so I'll just have extra buttons left over for another controller, even though these button tops are slick. They have the crystal on them and everything. But I don't think it's going to really matter if I use these buttons over there versus those buttons. And oh, and it's got the clear. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with the clear buttons. So the clear buttons up there and there are going to be there. I'm going to do the colored buttons on the square, circle, cross, and triangle. And yeah, this is just going to be customizing the portal. So guess we figure out where we are in this operation. Oh, he changed the LEDs on this. All right, cool. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. Steaks and hoagies are sending that stuff. I'm also doing the participation by what's it? I'm doing I'm participating in a 40-day fast, food fast, for 12 hours. So from 6 to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I don't eat anything. So everything is kind of like, oh, cool. You're going to eat this. You're going to eat in this realm of time. And it's 3:24. So like we only got 3 hours more to eat. And that's all it's going to be. Oh, I fix it. That's where we're going. That's where I need to go. All right, cool. Let's go down here. I need the full tear down, my guy. That's what I need. Da, 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 da. Why are you coming back on charging? I'm sorry. All right, so vibration motor. What's inside the portal? Tear down. Click. Oh, it's a YouTube video. It's not what I want.
At Capital One.
What the hell? Why did you lock? That's dumb. I need to find a new analog for portal. D-pad starts responding. That's what I want. I think if I go with one of these, yeah. There we go. Back shell replacement guy. Alright, so this is where we're going. We start there. Power off your portal. It's powered off. Pry up the bumpers. Alright, so first of all, I need my landing zone for all my parts that I am going to use. Get over here. That's another controller that I was working on. This is a thumb grippy for. I think this is going to go on here. Oh, I got the Spider-Man ones that they gave me. I didn't ask for. It's not what I was trying to do. This is goes to an iPad. So yeah, my part landing zone is going to be kind of contaminated with other stuff, but this is where I have to work. So, it's the first thing you do is get everything disconnected. So, alright, so you go through, you do it the way they say you do it, and you lift the bumpers, push the finger, the front, pry off, my guy. Alright, cool. See the flash spudger, try to unclip the bumper. Yay, cool. You're off. I guess we'll do the same thing to this guy. And there. Cool. Bam, bam. Let's move down to the right side. Loosen the left grip strip. Oh, it just comes off. Cool. So, I think it just comes up. Pull this off. Alright, I need that. Let's go back up a little bit. Grasp the bottom of the strip, bottom edge of the strip. Lift slowly, lift up. Oh, there you go. Cool. And I guess we're doing the same thing on the other side. Like, this is a very I'm following the instructions that the professionals put out, and this is how it's going to happen. Hopefully, we don't break anything, strip anything off, and damage anything when I'm doing this, because that's the worst thing in the world. So let's see, going back down, we got these off. Stuck. Twist the strip over. Okay. I know. There you go. Yeah, your desk is so crowded. You don't know what you're doing. You gotta always step on it. Yeah. So we took that. All this is off. And you unscrew. All right, cool. So we're taking these 4 screws out. So this is just a screw session right now. One, two, three. I guess this is the security screw that says you're at the point of no return now, my guy. So there it is. Boom. Point of no return. All right. So let's down, baby. Unclip the back shell. That's where I'm clipping from down here. The back shell. So stick your spudger in there and just unclip it. Well, you kind of. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Because what you don't want is any. Oh, excuse me. Is a deep clip, crack, snap, break, anything. Anyway, we're still following the instructions on the iFixit site.
You've got mail.
As all my notifications go off and reminding me that I got mail and things of that nature. So it says go across the back, twist the flap into the back, inner left, keep the spudger inserted in the seam. Alright, scroll down, insert the tip of the outer seam, slide it around the edge. Yeah, I got it all out. Yeah, this is you can tell it's been used. It was used when I got it. Went on Facebook Marketplace and picked it up for like $1.25. But I had to drive to Pennsylvania to get it, and because of where I live at, Pennsylvania is like maybe half-hour ride, and boom, I'm in the state. So if I ever want anything, used stuff, I usually just go to Facebook Marketplace first, because I can talk somebody off of a pretty decent deal. I felt like it was missing it. So let's go back on the other side here. Insert in here on this side. Alright, cool. And you came off with no problem. Same thing on this side. The handles there. I don't know if I'm catching all this stuff, but yeah. There you go. Look, came right off. Cool. Nothing broke, no snaps, no anything. And you think that's it. That's all I need to do. No, it's not all we need to do. So we got that part off. And according to the iFixit website, the whole back comes off pretty easy. Yeah, once it's all snapped, the back shell is off. Cool. Oh, this is not the full teardown, so I actually got to go into shit. All right, that's cool. Let's go back. Go back. I'm going to go with the that. Go down. And it goes all the way into, I don't know why I don't have a full teardown. That's what I want. So I don't have to keep going back out and doing that. But we get this part 17, 18, Now step 20. I'm past all this stuff. You don't see what I'm looking at. The iFixit website has all the details. Okay, so looks like the left grip is 2 screws. And grasp the top and it clips. Remove the left grip shell. Okay, cool. Remove the D-pad. I see. The share button and where is the share button? Okay, there you go. All right, cool. So it's just the 2 screws. This screw here and I think this screw in there. Let's go back up because I like to see ahead sometimes what I'm doing. Yep, it's this screw up here. Not these two, but this screw down here and this screw over here. Screwdrivers and this guy. I'm gonna go. They almost look like the same screws, so I'm just gonna skip one. And I'm gonna go down here. And because I'm doing both sides, both grips, I mean, it'll be crazy to do it zebra style, like you have both of the front grips changed over to black and then the back stays white. But no, we gonna do all black on here because one, I don't have the money to buy another portal, and two, this was just for content. I mean, yes, the change in aesthetic is going to be serviceable, is going to be actually utilized, but as it stands, I'm not gonna go buy another portal. I may end up getting another portal if I can find somebody that's willing to let it go for cheap. Then yeah, that's going to be the move. And to me, cheap is $100. If I can get it for $100, cool. That to me, that's awesome. It's hopefully I don't have any problems doing that when I have the money to look for it. Right now, I am out of funding. You know, first of the month, you got to pay bills. You got to be responsible. And that's like the most important thing. Make sure that your bills are taken care of before you go buy your toys. And I think a lot of people don't do that in tech world. They always go ahead and spend the money and then hope that in the returns, I can go ahead and get this done. Grasp the top edge of this lightly outside, away from the screen to release the inner clips. I did that. All right, so what about the bottom part? Because I think that's what the insert the flat edge of the spudger and the inner edge.
You've got mail.
Near the vibration motor. So the vibration motor is here, and this is, oh, there it is. Oh shit, that just comes right off. So I'm assuming to do the same thing on the other side. Sweet, sweet, cool. Look at that, my guy. All right, so now you got you a bucket naked. Hold on, while we are here. Shoot. Why do you look like this? All right, so now I gotta get in here and hit my head on the light. I'm gonna figure this out real quick, because if I'm going to be changing thumbsticks, probably have to take this whole cover off. So let's do that real quick. Looks like it's only 2 screws. I'm pretty sure if I took the time to look through the iFixit guide, it would tell me, yeah, these are the 2 screws you do. So you pull it off, 1 screw, 2 screws. This is an impromptu. Yeah, sometimes I ramble, sometimes I go way the hell off into the ether and do random stuff, and that's what, you know, that's what this word is. Because this is a curiosity. Oh, yeah, it slides right off, comes right off like that. I like that, cool. But this stick, holy shite. I don't think this is gonna fit. So where'd you put the sticks at? Where'd the stick go? Over here? Yeah, this is like way smaller. Like this stick goes inside this stick, so I don't think. Okay. You do think this is going to work, my guy? We'll see. Let's see. Put you on there, and yeah, it doesn't fit in there. I could shave it down and make it different, but we're not getting ready to go through that. So the stick move is not the move on this guy. Cool. Now that we know how easy it is to do, this is a later down the road type deal. I'll change the sticks out eventually later, if I still want to do it that way. I'm just going to keep the basic blacks in there. And yeah, I didn't realize how much smaller the sticks were because, you know, who takes their stuff apart just to learn it? Most people do. Most people take that time to do that. So, um, first thing I need to do is I'm going to sit him over here out of the way right now. And we're going to address the buttons because that's what we're here for. Buttons and crosses. First things first. Grab your stuff that you're replacing. And this is going to be a one-to-one replacement. I don't have to move this button, but there is some kind of little cover holder. So, oh no, that's the button itself. And it has a little tabby tab on it. So let's go ahead and dig out the buttons that we are going to get. That, I don't know, man. I might just change. These are kind of cool. I wish I was doing this live and I had like more viewers. I could say, all right, guys, which ones should I do? I could get a quick survey going, but I don't know. You've got mail. Which one? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just stick the black ones in. This is the square. You know where the square goes, my guy. Okay. Hold on. We may have a problem here altogether, my guy. Oh, shite. Oh, no. Oh, no. You've got mail. Where's your buttons that you took out of? You didn't take the buttons out. We have a slight dilemma. And the dilemma is these buttons are not the same. Motherfucker. That's not the same. This is circle button. This is the square button. Okay, so what we're looking at. Oh, wait, this might work. No, it's not going to work. You see how these buttons lay? This button, and this button. All three of these buttons are different. And that creates a problem because there's only one way you can put the buttons in here. And I believe that this, nope, that's not going to work. It ain't going to be it. Let me turn it around this way. Nope. Yeah. Now, technically, to make this fit and work with no problem, I could just knock off these tabs to make it work, make it fit the way I want it to. I could do the same thing here, but when I turn it over, it's going to be like that, still square. So yeah, I can just go ahead and I can knock these tabs off. Do I want to do that? No. It's aesthetically unappealing. It's not really, but to be honest, I didn't want to have to lose any button real estate. But at the same time, to be honest, yeah, knocking off the edges of the crystal buttons will probably be easier than it is to do. But wait, why are they sloped like that? That's crazy. That looks crazy. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the crystal. I wanted the color. The color probably would have stood out better, but I think doing just a flat black and white, because the crosshair like on this side, I'm just gonna pull this off and see how this is gonna look like. Both of these upside down. This is that tabby tab. I can stick you right down in there. And how do you look up there? You look like that. That's fine. So I can go ahead and I can stick you in. You are done. Right? See? You see how that goes? Yeah. Okay, cool. So I think you like that. The cross is easy to do. Hey, look at that. Drop the cross in. Boom. And it fits just not just fine. This is up, so stick this in here. Get your ass in that. Click. Right the tap. Alright. There's a tab, that tab. Alright. Cool. Now, the buttons. These guys. This is the Curiosity Cat Killer. Hopefully I don't have any issue with the buttons, because having white buttons on the black is not going to set well with me. And if I have to go that route, I don't think. Oh, you know why these are not going to work? Because, damn it. All right, so this is a scrap project. Shit. I hate this. The reason this is a scrap project, and I'm gonna show you guys, because this is the button that originally goes with the portal. Okay, and it has this little tabby tab, and it slides down in this little hole here, and boom, you know, it connects on there. And this is complete. So this is the left side, but actually, yeah, it doesn't. No, it's the wrong side. That's why. It doesn't fit right. Well, it's on the wrong side. That's why it doesn't fit right. All right, so now we put the right one in here, and we got it all pushed in, mashed in. That doesn't look horrible. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But that's the left side. That's done. This is done. All right, so we put that away. Right side is ready to go back on. I got. Like, why not? Why not put it back on there? You already see it's done. All right, that's done. All right, cool. Click it. Click it. Did it go right on? Yeah, it just went right on. And you press, and that's done. Look at that. It looks slick, kind of. Well, it's custom. So, oh man, I don't even know where this view is now. Oh, this sucks. So y'all probably missed a whole bunch of everything that I just did because of that. I don't know, but it is. I have it on this camera too, over here. This guy. So yeah. So now we are in a pickle. What's the pickle? The pickle is drop you guys out. All right. The pickle is this skin membrane, whatever you want to call it, goes inside of here, but these buttons, ouch, go and lift you out. Hey, yeah. All right, that, and put you right back in here. Now, you are a triangle. You are at the top. You are, no matter what, you're at the top. Here's our problem. Here is our problem. Okay, you see how, where's the triangle button? The true triangle. True triangle. All right, you see, and I don't know if you can tell, but you see how the buttons misalign a little bit. Now if I get this if I get this triangle, you see the buttons, they misalign. Here, this is the Let me stick this in here. I'm gonna stick this in the whole proper fit. This is the proper fit. It's got that tab, that opening, these openings right here. But this is the other triangle that I'm trying to replace it with. They don't line up at all. And the color triangle is even worse because it's it's kind of off altogether. So my issue and my question, like I said, it's an easily resolvable problem to have. I could just stick this down in here, and if I push hard enough, I can just snap off these two things, and it won't be a problem. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I have some very, very sharp little scissors, and I need you. But you're not over there. You're actually over here. Little scissors, precision scissors. Ooh. All right, so I know for a fact that I don't need these tabs. This tab and this tab can come right off. And I'm pretty sure that when I post this video after we do some editing and some proper transitions and stuff, you're probably going to be like, oh well, how does that fit? How does that feel? How does it look? Put the triangle back in here and see how much button real estate did I actually lose. Well, we can't very well. I think I need to shade this, do a little bit better. Once it's trimmed off, it may fit smoother. And you know, and pay attention to that. Do I have any sandpaper? I have a Dremel, but I think it's outside in the shed. Yeah, I know I have one out in the shed, actually, and yeah, out in the little shed area that I have to maintain. But I think I put this down in here, and yeah, it's still tight. It's very tight. You have Ryobi tools. You have a Ryobi Dremel. The Ryobi Dremel needs a battery. And where the hell did I do with the heat gun? It's right here in the back of this, right? Yes. Yes, you are. See? Alright, so problem we ran into that I'm getting ready to try to resolve is the smoothness of the actual smoothness of how it sits inside this little channel. How much battery do I have? 2. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim and shave just a hair of this off. This is probably not the tool I need to use, but yeah, I gotta get this off. So give me a second, folks. I'm going to do a little bit more digging around in my little office area. I think I found it. And I'm pulling the camera again because I'm wired in with a microphone. And did I just stop this video? No, I did not. Okay. Cool. Alright. Part of me is like, I need to secure this better. Another part of me is like, that's secondary. It's not something I need right now. So, what I need, I don't see, and it's usually like a little key that would allow me to take off the tips. And something just beeped. What just beeped? The camera. Why is it started over? Why did it start over? I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on, but one of the cameras just literally started over recording. Um, I don't know. I'm going to just leave that there. If it falls, it falls. It's probably going to be like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing. Okay. But the bottom line is, I need it. I need to do trimming and uh, not even a whole lot of trimming. It's just I need to shave it and I need it to be a little bit smoother than it is. So having the capability to do what I'm going to do with these buttons, especially since it's a custom job that I want to get done. Um, and the kit that I got, it was just the shell. I didn't get any buttons. I didn't get any replacement grips, and that's on me because I saw it. I had the money. I saw it. I wanted it, and I got it. And I did not look to see what it is that I was getting. So that's, like I said, it's definitely on me. Um, what I am trying to avoid is dropping the screw. But yeah, you do custom stuff because you do it. You do custom stuff because it's what you want. You want it. You want it done a certain way, and you doing it. Shit. You're doing it the way you want because it's custom. It's not like I'm doing this to sell. Now, me doing this usually leads to somebody saying, "Hey, I got a portal. Could you do the same thing for me?" And then it becomes a service that I can sell with my business, Baker's Technology. Um, and what I am, yeah, that's literally the whole reason why I'm doing this. Because I want to have a little bit of content. And the content that I'm making is the custom stuff. So you customize the things that you customize. The reason I'm able to shave this down the way I'm shaving it is because my mother is very creative, and she instilled in me as long as you had the tools, the proper tools to do it, nothing stops you. So I kind of made sure I got the proper tools, and this is loud as sin, so that's why I was like down on the floor, but you can still hear it. And I'm hoping I'm shaving off enough of this button mess to make it do what I need to do. So we are button. Now there's less play. Okay, so that's what I need to do to all of these. Once I cut it off, I need to Dremel it down. I need to save it down. So all right, drop this back in here. All right, so these buttons. All right, let me go back to the original triangle again and see how much play is in it once it's in there properly. Because maybe no, there's no play at all. I'm gonna go in here. Am I? I think the issue may be just, yeah, it goes down. The other button goes down more. Maybe I should just try to clear the clear one. Yeah, let's try the clear one. I know what to do now. None of the stuff is going back, so I'm stuck with it either way. And push come to shove, the white buttons will go in here until I can get the proper portal buttons. And, you know, that's just an extra cost later on down the road. I care, but I don't care at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this off just a hair, make it smoother. Alright. Let's see. Triangle button. Let's play. No, I just think these buttons are fatter. So the unfortunate thing is, you know what? It's whatever. Here's what we're gonna do. And y'all may say, "Oh man, that it's kind of cool," but I know what look I was looking for on this, so I know what I'm going to do when I'm finished. I just need it to be finished. I need it to be done so I can move on to the next piece that I'm working on. And I'm not in a rush. It's just that I don't want to bore y'all. I think one of these has been running for a half hour, 45 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, 52 minutes on the iPhone camera. And I've been recording since I sat down and started getting involved. But yeah, my issue is time. I don't want to have long, drawn out, boring videos. Y'all see what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish, yada, yada, yada. I know what I'm doing or trying to do. And let's make my portal a little bit more custom than normal without spending breaking the bank. I think I paid 16 bucks from AliExpress for this 16 and some change, including shipping from AliExpress, and it took a week to get here. And that was just for everything: the shell, the 30th anniversary shell, the button kit that I got with the clear thingies, and the the actual portal body, the portal replacement body. So that's what I am working on right now. Did I put a screen protector on here? Is this a screen protector? I think it is the screen protector. There is a screen protector on here. Good, cool. It's the little things that you forget when you get things, you do things. So that clicked in, that clicked in. This is. It feels good. All right, cool. All right, so get this. Get this. Oh, this is the final of the flip off? Oh man. Right, this, put these pieces in. I guess just screw it down and it'll be. Oh shit! The whole other one fell off. You know what? It is what it is. Oh, it didn't come out good. The button almost did. It is what it is. Okay. So I need to drop this in here. I need this. Make sure it's secure. Make sure it goes into place properly. Need to make sure that the rubber piece that's in here is down in place properly, and the arrow's pointing up, because if not, the contacts don't contact properly on these pads, and they don't make a good fit. So this is what it looks like right now. This is what's going to be. This is what the front looks like. The buttons, I had to keep the buttons white because, you know, you keep the buttons white because you didn't have the proper buttons. So, and that, it kind of sucks that I didn't take the time to try to get the actual buttons that would fit this device. But it is what it is. You make choices based on what you can afford, what you have time for, what you were trying to do. You were trying to spend the money that you had, the extra money, your fun money, your free money, however you want to call it. And that's what I did. I spent my fun free money on this. And yeah, I'll put you over here. Put you over here because you are going to go that. Eventually, I'm going to get back to that. I have a I have a PlayStation 5 controller that had stick drift, and I went ahead and got the I got stick drift on it, and I got the parts to fix it, but I think I kind of got discouraged when it wasn't. I put it all in, put it back together, and I ended up getting a heat gun to do what I was needed to do for it, and it was like, oh, yo, you got a heat gun, cool. And it kind of went all crazy with heat and melted one of the microphone pieces. So it's got one mic. It doesn't really matter because I don't use the microphone function on the controller as much as most people do. And of course, yeah, it's me. I am pulling the microphone and thus pulling the camera down, so it's looking back here instead of on what I'm doing. So I'm a bad camera person. I probably didn't need to have the string mic on here, but I think having the string mic gives me better sound when it comes to my narration, and it's more directed at hearing what I'm doing instead of you hearing what's in the background. And as you saw, I was easily distracted by the last episode of the Flip Off with the El Musas and his ex-wife Christina Hack, and they're flipping houses in competition to see who's the best flipper in California. And now they're going to be judged by the king of flipping, Jeff, whoever the hell his name was, Jeff Lewis. And this is the final episode of this series, so it's cool, you know. Ex-wife and the husband and his current wife are working against each other, but it's a good healthy competition for them because it shows that, yeah, we both learned some skills in design and flipping and construction and all that stuff. And you hear one of them turning, but that's not what we're here for. What I'm doing is I'm flipping and refurbishing a PlayStation Portal, and to me, doing stuff like this is fun. It's therapeutic. I can talk my way through it. I can, hey, it looks like this is tight. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, the buttons are disappointing. I wish they were black with the white accents. But yeah, everything else is what it is. I'm also going to get this PlayStation button changed out. If I had a white one, that would be cool, but I do not. So, yeah. This was kind of, this was cool, but at the same time, it's upsetting that the buttons didn't do what I wanted them to do. So let's go ahead and pop this back into place. Snap you on. Get on there, little guy. This is a text message. Oh, Dexcom will be filled in a few days. Oh, cool, because I'm literally running out. So, oh, that's $50. That's $50 I don't have right now. It is what it is. I'll get it figured out. Luckily, You know, you work, you have insurance from work, and you're able to pay for your prescriptions. And that's the prescription that I use. I'm type 2 diabetic, runs in a family, unfortunately. So girls, buckle up if you're watching. If you ever watch this, if any of my kids ever watch this, they know that their dad has diabetes and it runs in the family. And unless you do anything to change your eating habits and diet, make sure you get some exercise, you stay active, you will not have this problem as well. I'm trying to not be like my mom was. She took medications and everything. I was on metformin. I did not like how that made me feel. I started reducing it, and eventually I got off of it and got on Ozempic. And with the Ozempic, it makes me feel a little bit more in control of what I can do with my body and what I can do with diabetes. And supposedly it helps me lose weight as long as I stay active. And with this 40-day fast that we're a part of now, that I'm doing in protest, um, I am going to become more active and do what I need to do to stay active, so that I can actually lose some weight. Like everybody says, oh yeah, you lose weight with Ozempic, and I believe it. I believe it will help me lose weight, but it's just a matter of doing the work. And usually that's where it sucks for me. It's like, I don't want it, Are these buttons black or are they like kind of blue? I don't know. They are. This is kind of blue. I don't care. I'm not worried about the buttons, and I keep moving this fucking camera. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and screw in these last four screws. Excuse me. One. So your pour in place coping around the pool is a smooth material because all of your expensive bathing suits. Bathing suits all torn up and the booty. When you're sitting on the side of it. All right, let's talk about this deck. How far out are we going? Line of the house. Initially, we had about $7,000 to do that deck from garage to the other side. Then we extended the deck down here. Well, the overall price of this material is about $12,000 total, which is $5,000 over budget. I didn't know that. Okay, we missed that. I mean, there's a million moving parts of this project. But this is it. We can't spend any more money because now with the deck, it's I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration. The main nation blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know you never fly. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun. Baker's Tech. Yeah, you're bullshit. Anyway, yeah, verify now. It's not. Okay. Alright, cool. Click, click, click. Those 3 clicks is in there. You're in there. You're fine. Stick your button back on here, R1. You're L1. Doo-doo-doo. That side's done. And so, the funny thing is, once I review these videos before I do a little editing, because that's what I'm gonna have to do, is edit. Okay, so we should do the garage look away. Okay, so no garage. No garage. But look at this stuff is decent. Like, if you cleaned up the framing on this thing, like, we could have a garage sale. I mean, the tools are probably worth something. I'll take you to the fishing pole. Alright. The rest of this you can see the top $30. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, so like I said, this was a project that I did so that you could see how easy it is to go into the portal and make changes that you want, the physical changes, to make it yours. I plan on changing the PS button right here. I changed these buttons. I changed these buttons back to the white from the original portal, because the clear smoky buttons that I got in the kit with the D-pad and other buttons, they they don't fit. They don't fit properly, and it's sad that they don't fit. So let's go ahead and fire you up, Portal. Make sure that all the buttons work, um, and then we'll move on to doing the controller, which is a little bit more time consuming and painstaking, but it is going to be fun as well. So I'm going to, while I'm waiting for Portal to boot up, um, I'm going to get into Sony Game Console, and we're going to move down to PlayStation Controller. And look, it's the DualSense. This is version 4. Oh, my purple one's a version 3. This is a version 4. Shit, man. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're not going to do anything. Version 1 controller was white. I don't have any white controllers. I gave them to my nephew so that he can have controllers, and it is what it is. I think it didn't hold up, and he plays PlayStation way more than I do. This is a version 4 controller I'm about to swap out to the 30th anniversary. 30th anniversary is gray, so yeah. Let's go this. Scroll down to how to tear it down. Let's go back up. How do I tear it down? Scroll down. Why? You choose selection. I think this is the easiest guide to follow. Oh, really? So let's go to guides. I don't think there's a guide. Oh man, this sucks. Alright. Make sure it came on. I didn't change any electronic components, so there we go. Press E. Super loud now, all of a sudden. Maybe it is because of where I went. So we're going to do some streaming from the King catalog. What else can we stream? Not Tekken 2, Tekken 6. Grand Theft Auto was always sweet. What was it? It's up. The Last of Us Part 1. Honestly, I think this is all that I need to be doing is making sure that these buttons work. So what I probably should go to is the game room, Astro's game room, and see that, but I don't think Astro's game room is in here. So, Sly Cooper. Like I said, the only reason I'm starting it because I want to make sure that these buttons actually are working. I used to have GTA Plus. It was like $5 a month. I don't want to. All right. Wait. That's crazy because I actually did this already. So it should have a game save. Oh my god. Checking my save data availability. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. I have no saves uploaded. Previous generation content. Oh shite. Well, that lets me know that right now I don't need to be doing this. So I will get out of this and go home, close the game. And I'll go ahead and shut it down because I don't need to have it on anymore. So that's done. It looks cool. I just got to do different things to the button. So here we are. Part 2 of our customizing situation. We are going to be working on this Generation 4 that I just found out, PlayStation controller. The DualSense 5 controller. I want the DualSense Edge. I will get a DualSense Edge, but as it stands, this is the most recent generation before the before you get to the Edge controller or the 30th anniversary. So I've done this before because I had put in LEDs in one of the controllers that I bought a shell for, and I'd done I just realized I didn't put a screw in that portal. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to go ahead and pop the screw back in. I think it was the L1 screw. Yeah. So I'll pop that on, off, and drop the screw in here, because, you know. You broke the rules because you got their address. Like, holy smoke, man. Oh, okay. So. Oh, each. There we go. This dude is all up in a space. This is crazy. But anyway, like I said, I did another ps5 controller. Oh, the reason I don't have any white ones is because the first white one that I had that came with the system, I changed it over to a Hogwarts style controller casing, just like what I'm about to do with the 30th anniversary. I changed it over to that case, and that's crazy. I changed the casing on it and I put LEDs in. So like every time I wanted to turn them on, it would be like special. It was supposed to be for my wife, but like I said, my nephew needed a controller because him and his dad wanted to play games together, and he eats controllers. Like we had just got him a black controller, and him not realizing that I get warranties on his stuff, he just threw it away. And it was like, wow, dude, you didn't think that a warranty, we could have just swapped it out and got you another new controller. I forget we got it for Christmas. It wasn't for his birthday. A couple years ago, and I got a warranty, and now I believe that warranty has just expired. Man, it's like pissy, but it was unnecessary. He didn't need to throw it away, but it is what it is. When you're a kid, you think you got unlimited funding or unlimited stuff to be able to just do what you do. Um, so that's what that is. Now, looking at this, um, I'm not going to screw the pooch. I'm going to go back to iFixit real quick. Wake up. Um, right here, let's go down to the guide. This version 2. This is an iFixit guide. Yeah, so step 1, unclip. I'm way past this. Already got the back off. We are going down to down, baby. You gotta separate it. Okay, so don't strain the battery cables. Take the battery off, and we are removing the battery and point it in a spudger. I got a spudger over here. Some tweezers too. Just gotta figure out where the hell they are. Wait, did they give you a toolkit in here? They did give you a toolkit, but it's just a spudger. So that's what it is. I am going to undo this. Cool. Alright, cool. I just checked the battery out. So microphone array, that's one side. Oh, okay, cool. I'll take you out. Microphone, you're off of there. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. That microphone is out. The lower microphone cable, it's this guy. It's this guy. Gotcha. So we're going to lift, pinch and lift, pinch and lift out. Boom. Okay, cool. You're off now. Lower microphone. Can I take it off? Should I take it off? Yep. Let's see. Pull you out. Alright, so the next move, it says takes off the battery bracket. So let's screw. Cool. That's off. Disconnect the right trigger assembly. The left trigger, so it's the right trigger, so pull out the side. There. Alright. Go back up, because grip the right trigger, similar cable with tweezers. Here, disconnected from the motherboard. Do not completely remove the ribbon yet. So, not grip the depending on the amount of cable may block the motherboard from coming loose. It does not do that. So we are going to just. All right, so this is what I'm doing is a one-to-one transfer of stuff. So I'm definitely going to have. Oh wait, am I going to do the gray or could I do the smoke on this? Should I do the smoke? I could do the clear smoke. But this fact that this is dirty is just bothering the fuck out of me. Like, I don't understand where the hell it got dirty from. And, it just kills me. Right? So, it's whatever. Alright. So, you and you. This. I think this is one time. No. Alright, I don't know how this goes in, and apparently it goes in a certain way, so we are.
You've got mail.
I need to. Oh wait, I think I figured it out. Alright, I figured it out. Okay, so these little teeth thingies that go around the neck of the thumbsticks. Okay, yeah, they're little accents. So if you look at this, you see these little teeth grips right there. They're all black. They got the gray ones here, and I think I'm going to accent them with the smoky, see-through sticks. It's going to be a little bit more custom. Okay, so yeah, we're not going with the gray sticks. We are going with the clear sticks because I'm not going to waste them. The buttons also may end up going with the, I don't know what buttons they gave me. They gave me the gray buttons. I think I'm going to go with the smoky buttons too. So smoky buttons are in, gray buttons are out for the select and not select, it's share and options buttons. And the color crystal tops are definitely going on the controller because this is a ps5 controller and they fit. So that's what we're going to do. So get the cross out, get the buttons out, get the shell cover out. Put this guy on. My sugar's been holding at 182. And I guess that's where it's going to live today, even though that is what it is. I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'm worried about it because, like I said, 40-day fast, food cuts off at 6, and dinner is supposedly being prepared. I don't know where I am in that process. I mean, I had to be in the process of dinner. You know, we did lunch, we did breakfast. Breakfast was cooked for us, but I think Pee-wee eggs were used, and pasteurized whole egg in my stomach. Yeah, they don't go together at all, and it always cramps my stomach up and makes me go to the bathroom like violently. So I don't like that, and you know the fact that there's a reason I ask for whole eggs when I'm getting eggs outside of the house or if somebody else is cooking them is because I know what Pee-wee eggs do to me, and I don't want it done to me because it makes me uncomfortable, physically uncomfortable, and it is what it is. So I just need to get my ass up in the morning and make sure I cook my own damn eggs. And I don't have to worry about whether or not somebody wants to slide peewee egg in and mix it with a whole egg and you know, feed it to me saying, oh yeah, hey, this is this, it's not that. And you know, then I'm in the bathroom with my head down and it's like, oh my god, my stomach is hurt, and it puts me in a foul mood for the rest of the day because I asked you, I trusted you, and you told me yeah, and then boom, you pretty much lied to me. That's and I don't want to feel that way, but that's what it's going to end up being. So back to the task at hand, the controller. Um, this is the back. This is the front cover, and these two pieces are like the last two pieces that'll go on. So I have the motherboard. The motherboard is loose now. I could probably pull that out if I were to unscrew these two screws. So I'm going checking the iFixit guide. Those are out. Those are out. Um, do I need to? I don't know what you go to, and I did not see on there. Yeah. So the upper microphone, that's what that is. The touchpad is where I am, I believe. That's what this guy is. This is the touchpad, so he can come off. I got these sharp tweezers around here somewhere that they're saying I should be using, and I do have a pair. I just did not pull them out. So let me pull away real quick. Hopefully I don't snatch the microphone and pull the camera down, and it's a disaster, and I have to reset it and realign it and all that shite. But that's what it's looking like. Come here, open up. Where are you? Open up. Open all the way. That's a knife. That's a hard drive bracket. That's a knife. That's a knife. What the hell? Oh, I got cords in the way. That's why it's not opening up all the way. Okay, cool. Bottom line is no tweezers. Okay. Where the fuck are the tweezers at? I know I got some. Spudger, metal spudger, all kinds of little techie stuff. Another metal spudger. All right, where are my tweezers at? Here we go. I have a drawer, little caddy situation. Going to the right. Make sure that I'm not. I did pull it. That's what it is. Is that cool? Let me move down. Cool. All right. This says I can lift out the motherboard. Can I lift out the motherboard? Can I lift out the motherboard? I can lift out the motherboard. Cool. Let it go. Let it go, baby. Let it go. There you are. Okay, so the motherboard lifts out. Cool. Cool. Now, here's where it gets trickier. There's other things. There's other things that this is not. All right, we'll pull these off because, like I said, we're actually going to replace these caps and put these caps on. Come on, baby. And there. And you. On your side. Alright, kid.
You've got mail.
Here's where the meat and potatoes of the action is. You got to put all this in there. I think we start with these covers. And Jesus Christ, what this camera, bro. I mean, yeah, I'm not using a traditional mount, and I probably should have just used a regular three-legged mount to do this, but I wanted to get a nice overhead view. And when I go ahead and do the editing, I'll be satisfied with the view besides me pulling the camera. So I apologize for if you guys missed anything. And I'm still tugging the camera, like my fat belly is sticking into the freaking thing. Oh yeah, put these buttons in, dude, because these buttons are going in this controller. So make sure that you have your buttons in. There's that. Cool. Alright. So I'm still pulling. Just pull it on the outside. I'm doing what I need to do for this swap out, and it's what I have. It's what I got, and this is, like I said, everybody's skill set is different. I've always been the type that if I could take it apart, more than likely 9 times out of 10 I could fix it or replace it. So here we go, lifting up all the guts, everything that is not associated with this. All that is that. Cool. Now, what I need to do is separate this guy from this, because I need this cable, I need this rubber. Okay, I need this rubber because like this is the same thing as on the other controller. Lift this up. Nope, all the buttons want to come out, and these are some cool looking buttons. Like, I'm going to use this shell again on the other controller that I'm going to change the Hall Effect joysticks out for. So that's an upcoming project. I got another piece of equipment that I'm going to use to get that done, and hopefully that'll be another feature. You're just seeing me do work on stuff, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. But this rubber, I gotta pull these buttons out. Come on, pop out, guys. All right, you, and you, and this.
You've got mail.
All right, cool. All right, circle. Triangle. Square and X button. There you go. All right, so those buttons are in there. I don't know where you go. I don't know how you go, but we're gonna shoot the gap and see. I'm not paying attention to me taking it out, so that's definitely on me. But I think I got it. Most of the time when they do things like this is like, oh yeah, just make sure the serial number is readable, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna pull this out, but I don't know if it goes under this shell. So this frame, that's in, and this was just on top of here. So we want to look at it, make sure it is right side up, and we're just going to drop it right there on top of it. It spins 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's that. Now, like I said, I need to undo this because the mechanism for the touchpad isn't just a regular touchpad. It actually has function. There's, you can swipe across it and do certain things in certain games, and that's what I need, that functionality. So I gotta pull this whole board out, provided it comes out without any incident. There you go. Come on, come on. Oh wait, is this? It's a clicker. Come on, baby. Can I pull you? Oh, is it stuck on here? Yeah, it's 2 pieces. So how do I get these 2 pieces separated? Come on, touchpad. It's one screw. It was just one screw. I see one screw. Come off. Unless you are under here and you're screwed onto the front. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, it just popped off. Alright, cool. Now, this guy, this frame is everything I need to be. It's over there. No, I need the battery joint too. So you come over here. You're over there. Oh, nope. We're not done yet. We got the. This. Alright, so I don't know how this is adhered to this pad, and maybe I'm making a mistake, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and go in here with my removal, and yeah, get under it, and hopefully it separates and pops off with no problem. Christina. Shit. I think I just screwed up because the adhesive remover is eating the controller, so I just got like controller color all on my hand. It's too strong. I should have used some alcohol, which I do not have handy at my disposal at this time. Come on, baby. There's nothing worse than something looking great and not functioning properly. And that's what I don't want to happen. So I'm carefully prying this up and take this spudger and push it under there and try to get it to go completely across here, but I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, this is just super sticky padding. Okay, cool. So you go over here. You go over here with that guy, and we're going to put you on the back of this. Cool. Alright, come on, baby. Alright, cool. So now just lift up the board. Everything that I need is in here. It's on here. I haven't moved anything. It should all fit into this controller body like it's supposed to. Why are you here? Plastic. I got those buttons up there. Those buttons are there. I'll slide you in here. You go through there. Alright. I don't know what you do. Who are you? What are you doing? Why aren't you doing what I need you to do? Yeah. So, ooh, you don't have secondary hole. Okay. Alright, my guy, you don't have a hole to live in. Let me pull you off. Let me pull you off. Because, alright, I'm pull you off. Why am I pulling you off? Because your backside, alright, yeah, I'm going to, oh no, hold on. Okay, I do not remember how this went, and I think that's going to hurt me because. Okay, let's pull you out. Pull you out, pull you out, pull you back out. I could try to click you back down into, but you're locked in. I pull you off here, and pull you off here, and let's flip you. Okay, it looks like you fit better this way. So, let's put your feet in the holes here, and see there's holes on the bottom, and there's feet right there. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so put you back over there. We already know that we need to have the reflectors or whatever. That. Um, that. Those LEDs there. Flip.
We need to be at 1,470.
All right, everything is there. All right, so this is clicky. It feels good. Right now, as it stands, how it looks, this is definitely a ripoff of the 30th anniversary that I'm doing myself. I don't like how these buttons are laying, but that's probably because they need to be set properly with screwing them in. So once it's all together, we will see how they sit. But yeah, all right. So like I said, this is a project that I did because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to get the 30th anniversary controllers, and it's cool. Sometimes you don't get everything you want in life, and you being an adult, you got to be okay with that. So let me back on up on my little iFixit guide and see where I am, because I need to do this backwards actually. I put the controller body, the motherboard back in, and everything is there. So the motherboard is back and it's flipped around. And first thing is to the touchpad needs to go back in before we do anything. So touchpad. Okay.
Looks like what you want it to look like. It looks like your investment made sense.
All right, come on, come on. Go in there. Bam. Perfect. All right. So we scroll back up the microphones. Yo, where is the mic? Here we go. Here's one microphone. This is the upper. Stick you in there. I need to stick you in there.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the game was actually over before you stormed the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
All right.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
All right. Microphone. That microphone. Let's scroll back up. Controller. Right.
We finally made it to the finish line.
I know, the day's finally here.
See, look, I didn't even tell you second place today.
Oh, are you nice today?
And watch this. Watch this. Our first hug ever. We did it.
All right. Cool. That. Battery holder. Reset button. That. Set.
Yeah, that fireplace is only like $1,500.
Really pretty.
Here's a kitchen. This is the powder bath with the sink.
That is cute.
So this is our primary room.
Hold on. This is dizzying. What is this wall thing?
It's good that you can
Oh my gosh.
and then you can have because you have to be sensitive to it. Otherwise,
You didn't have much room.
he's got his brother probably doing like that, and he's not gonna
So we are almost done. This microphone
And I'm going to stick with my own taste from now on. That's cute.
and drop you in here.
This is how
This
we
is
lost
the
to a man.
We have a low staircase.
This room.
Oh, this is cute.
like
So I designed this like this is a family neighborhood. You know, this kid, kind of like the older kid's bedroom. I was thinking sort of Taylor when I designed it.
I like this a lot and with the LED. So it's kind of similar to what we did.
Come on, baby.
I have this little linen closet for extra
You know what?
storage
Screw it.
too.
Just do it the other way.
And I created an office in here, but it could also still be a kid's room, like a bed or crib.
We'll drop this in here and plug it in.
Is it climb wash?
Yep.
Plug in. There we go. All right, cool. That's already all the way in. And then I can lock you down in your space.
Michael ran through your house. He may or may not have taken it.
Oh,
Michael, you little sneak.
I like this wall.
Oh, it's pretty.
would you say this is a kid's room?
Yeah.
Or what if they use the bed like a trampoline?
Well, someone else came to replace the light.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. And
Really pretty.
Last but not least,
we have the battery going in. think I am pretty much done with this swap. It's not an upgrade. This is more of a color customization. I like how it looks. I went with the smoky buttons, and you are off. Why are you off? What the hell?
We're listed at $9.95.
Okay.
Wait, what? Well, yeah, you're gonna get like 40 off.
Shit. Sorry.
What are you guys listed at?
1,499,000. Yeah, pretty high.
This whole time, all I've been hearing about is high-end.
Cancel, cancel, cancel.
However, if you're doing everything high-end, but you don't have any
Good job.
in the area that can afford all the high-end that you put into the house, then what's the point?
Yeah, you did a great job. Proud of you.
Excited to see yours.
Bye, I'll see you over there. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be super, super tight, and I'm definitely not as confident as I was earlier.
Do you think we are pricing it too low?
Come on, baby. This is.
Gravity's a fire for life. I'm for life. Mike had a heart attack a year ago, but he's still living in the red with a very high risk.
Come on, baby. What's going on? What's going on here? Hmm? Two. Cool. All right. This thing looks epic. Yeah. Make sure that works. Everything works. Okay, we just time to button it down, bro, because this is a done deal. Thank y'all for watching. I got all my parts off of AliExpress. I will make sure to include the links for them. But honestly, if you got Amazon, I believe they got these same parts on Amazon as well. So cancel that. Find the parts where you want, and you see me doing this. You see it online, and you're like, oh, this is somebody that I know personally, and he's always doing something different. You know, my aunt B used to say, Damon dares to be different. So I'm always doing stuff to push the envelope, to always buck the system. And it's not like I'm doing it intentionally to be disrespectful to anyone. It's just I'm doing it because I wanted to do it. I had a feeling that if I took the chance on myself to do it, then I could do anything I want. I'm definitely going to change these sticks to the adjustable ones like I did for the purple one that I have, the purple PS5 controller that I got for myself, and I believe I got that brand new. Yeah. So we're doing everything we need, and change out the stuff that you want. Change it out, make it yours, custom. Don't be afraid. That's crazy. The people that used to own that house came back for the open house. All right, so just all right, cool. All right, it's the last piece that needs to click in here, and then I am done with it. And Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, this is your man, Be More Rockason 187, the old man gamer. I do custom PC work. I also do refurbishing, and occasionally I do some gaming. And with my gaming, I like to do things that make me happy. And this looks slick as shit. This makes me happy. So again, thanks y'all for watching. Peace.